Mike talked about having too many guys on the team right now who are not playing the way you guys want to play. What do you make of that, and how would you kind of assess that?
We just gotta do better. I mean, there's really nothing more to say. Everybody has to be ready to play. I mean, I think Kobe came out and did pretty well in his minutes, so you gotta be ready to play. And I think in that, especially in that first half, like, we're terrible. I mean, that was inexcusable. Like, we were really bad in the first half, and we only gave up 104 points. So it's not like our defense was just horrible. We have to be better on the offensive end. And, at times, you have to let your defense fuel your offense, if we weren't able to do that, especially in the first half.
Fast break points were 16 for them, 9 for you guys.
Say again?
Fast break points were 16 for them, 9 for you guys.
Yeah.
What have you made of the integration process of adding a guy like Neymar? Obviously, great talent, scored, top talent scored. How's that integration process gone?
I mean, obviously, we know what he can do with the ball in his hands, especially with putting the ball in the basket. But I think he's a better playmaker than I feel like he's given credit for. But for us to even make him look even better, we have to be able to make shots, and we just haven't been doing that. And at the end of the day, I think that's where it lies. Like, we shot 38, 20, and then 70 from the line. It's not like, and I don't even think that they did anything otherworldly defensively. We just have to be able to seize the opportunities that we get and then make shots.
So my follow-up is going to be, 2 of your worst three-point shooting games have been against this team. So have they done anything to cause that, or has that really just been on you guys?
It's not like they blocked a shot, and that's not, I mean, we got open looks. Like, we go watch the film and look at whatever the numbers are with the wide open shots that we got open. We got good looks, we didn't make any shots. 12 points in the first quarter and 17 in the second. Like, you're not going to win many games doing that.
But Darren, beyond your stellar play this season, Mike, Domas, tomorrow, and Craig, just how you even keel through the ups and downs, the guys being out of the line. What do you beyond to really kind of think about?
I mean, just everything I do in my life. I feel like I'm very consistent with what I do. Pre-game, post-game, off days. Whatever it is, I feel like I'm pretty consistent. I know I'm not gonna come out here and play well every game. Like, I mean, that's impossible. The best player to ever play the game, the best players to ever play this game, or any sport knows that they're not gonna play well every game. But I come out here and I try to do the things that I know I'm good at. I try to continue to get downhill and continue to put constant pressure on the defense. And you want to be as consistent as possible.
Yeah, on that note, like Mike was saying, specialists are large player. There's an even higher level he feels he can reach at as far as being able to do everything full game. What's your perspective on what that would take?
I mean, I think you have to be, in really, really good shape. And I feel like, every year I've gotten used to the physicality. I've gotten used to the type of fatigue that's going to set in and being able to play through that. But it's normal for me at this point. I always talk about being able to, be one of the better players that offensively and defensively. Being able to bring it on both ends, because if you don't have it going offensively, how can you really affect the game? So that's kind of something that I pride myself on, and I'm continuing to get better at that game in and game out.
Two more, Law.
Yeah, said that Coach defense didn't do anything special, but you've dragged these dudes over the years. Team coaching them, that's something that they have a high level of respect for you, and your speed and what you're able to do. You've played it twice now, so has there been a difference in what you felt and how they've given you problems or given you challenges to overcome during the course of games over tonight, 2 weeks ago, that you hadn't noticed in previous years?
I mean, I think the team that they have right now, obviously you have James, who are really, really high level scorers, but everybody else, you got a bunch of scrappy guys who, come in and they do their job. They play defense, they rebound, they play hard, they make shots, they make open shots. Like, obviously James is a great playmaker. He gets those guys open shots and you can make them whenever you get them. But just as a team, they're not the biggest team, but every single guy over there comes in, they do the job that they do what they know they're supposed to do. They play hard, and I mean they're extremely scrappy. And that's why I feel like they're having a good year, obviously, with, Kawhi, one of the best players out. And obviously, Norman didn't play tonight, but they have a group of guys over there that know what they're supposed to do. And then they have a leader in James who comes out there, he puts the ball in the basket, he gets guys open shots, and they do that night in and night out.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you about, you guys recently announced the Fox Ones, maybe been wearing for a minute, but what kind of drew you to that brand? And what's it been like working with Steph that you have?
Big thing about it was just the product. I started wearing them in December of 22. Loved the product, and that was the year I was a sneaker free agent, so I wore a couple other brands. And when I started wearing those, I loved how they felt on the court. I wore them throughout the entire season, wore them in the playoffs, and I was still a sneaker free agent, so I really wasn't worried about anything contractually at that point. During the summer, those talks began to grow, and they talked about being a signature athlete. It's been a great process and something that I'm definitely grateful for.
What's it been like being a signature athlete, having to go through the process of shoe design and comfortability and all that stuff over the last couple of weeks, or however long it's been?
Oh, it's been over a year going through stuff. I mean, it's definitely a long process, and even just having Steph in there and telling me, some of the things that he likes about his shoe and what we can incorporate in sneaker design, like the guys who really handle that type of stuff, extremely creative guys. They'll take 2-3 things that you say and come up with 10, 15, 20 different ideas going with the shoe. So a lot of words can go into it, and I don't have the time for that. But it's definitely it's a very interesting process, and we have very creative people behind the scenes.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Darren.